Hey YouTube, I'm going to do a tag out video. I haven't seen one of those in a little while. Thought it'd be a good concept to do one. Try to make a long story short. Made a video to enter into Ready For It news. Are you ready for it news? Many of you probably are sub to her. Puts out a lot of good information, lets us know what's going on, laws and what have you. She put up a contest, not lack of response, but bad response. She closed it. I kind of got in touch with her. I said, you know what, I'm going to make a tag video, see if we can get people talking that way. So that's what this is. It's a tag video. There's no deadline, there's no prize, there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. It's just kind of a fun little platform. If you was running for office, president, Congress, representative, whatever, what would be your campaign ideas? I'm going to pick 3. What would you do to solve this problem, or do you think we have a problem? So there's no right or wrong answer, there's only opinions. So anyway, one would be the NSA, and I'm going to include /Patriot Act. Talk on one or both, or one or the other, whatever, because they're all the same to me. The Affordable Health Care Act, or Obamacare. What would you do or not do about that? And this one could be a big one. Just try to make it short. What would you do to help the economy? Or could you help the economy? Alright, so that's 3 subjects. Just going to try to do it quick. The NSA/Patriot Act, I would absolutely do away with it. That would be my campaign. I probably couldn't get it done, probably wouldn't get me elected, but that would be on my platform. To do whatever I could about it. Because I think it's unconstitutional. I'm not saying we don't need national security. We just don't need a communist government watching us, everybody in the entire world. We don't need that. I could go so far as say I'd end all the wars, bring the troops home, then you ain't got to worry about the enemy, because then you ain't got an enemy. That's the only time you got to worry about enemy, when they're the enemy. So don't make them a freaking enemy to start with. Anyway, but that would be what I would do about the NSA and Patriot Act. As a matter of fact, I think I seen somebody else in the video talk about it, would be even to go as too far as start prosecuting people that did violate our constitutional rights. If they hid and run, and left, not leave them alone, but if they're still in office standing there saying, oh, we have the right, we need to do this, off we go, well, to jail. Affordable Health Care Act, I think that's pretty obvious. You do away with it, repeal it, it's crazy. The Obamacare, the way I think I would try to fix health care, I guess I should have added that, what would you do to fix these things? The way I would try to fix health care is, first I would do away with employer sponsored health care. I would do away with that. That sounds radical and crazy, but your employer don't offer you car insurance and monopolize it. Why should they offer you health care and create a monopoly there? I would totally do away with it. I'd make health care just like car insurance. If I need car insurance, I call around who got the best rate, at the best, coverage. What do you cover? What do you not cover for this price? And then it would go so far as to even say the same thing with hospitals. I would make the hospitals compete with each other. If the hospital in my area charges X amount for Y procedure, I'll call Astral. What do you charge for X, procedure, and for what amount? And make them compete, just like car insurance companies do. They advertise all day long on, hey, we can get you a better deal, we can get you a better deal, better coverage. Same thing with healthcare, if they had to compete. Right now, the hospitals and insurance companies don't have to compete with each other, and we got the healthcare we got because of that. So, right now they can treat you like crap and put your name in a hat and throw you off to a corner and just wait till a bed is available. If they had to compete for your business, they'll do a much better job at it. Alright. That's one of my chickens trying to lay an egg over. And what would I do about the economy? I think if anything can be done about our economy, I think the very first thing you would have to do is phase out the Federal Reserve. I know you can't close the doors in one day, but you could phase it out. Their 100 years is up. They've totally ruined our country. For those that don't know, the Federal Reserve is not a part of our government. It is a central bank that we gave the authority to print money, basically, or to back our money. It's not our money. The Federal Reserve is not part of the government. That is unconstitutional. Read the Constitution. It's unconstitutional. Only Congress can coin money, not a bank. And that's what we have. So I'd phase that out and put it back in the hands of our government to print money interest-free. That could be hours of conversation talking about the Federal Reserve and all that. But that would be the number one thing I would do. Phase out the Federal Reserve. I'm not big on government regulation, but the banks, they would be on my radar. We would be phasing out this a lot of problems there. The fractional banking. You could attack that in a way. It would be heavily regulated. If you don't know what that is, look into fractional banking, or better yet, look in the Bible under usury. That's what getting a loan is, usury. Go back and do your research on that and think about that. If you're a heavy religious person, look into usury in the Bible and look at what we have today and see what you come up with on that. Alright, and like I said, I'm going to make this tag out video, so I'm going to tag 2 people, kind of 3. I'm giving a shout out to Are You Ready For It News, and ask her to do a video too, a tag and a shout out to her. Alright, now I'm going to tag a couple other people I interact with a lot. Van Prepper, he's been on a chat or 2 with us, on Tactical Lola's chats on Friday nights. And with Jennifer Young and Tactical, hell, he's like a little group of us. We seem to get together a lot for our chats. Anyhow, Van Prepper, very intelligent guy. I like to hear what he has to say about those things. And Wayne Metter, I don't know how to say his name. Metter. Used to be a World for Change. It may still show up on his YouTube as that, but Wayne Metter, a World for Change. I'm going to tag him too. See what he thinks is a little different point of view, a different way of looking at things. He's not the hardcore gun prepper guy, but I think we all see things the same way, and I think I'd be interested in his ideas on those. So, the 3 things what would you do to fix these problems? The NSA, the Obamacare, Affordable Health Care Act, and the economy. What would you do to improve these things, or make them better, do away with them, improve them, whatever outlook you have? What would you do? And tag at least one person, 1 to 3 people that maybe would give an interesting point of view, or just whoever. But let's just see how far it goes. Like I say, there's no deadline, there's no prize, no right answer, no wrong answer. Let's just see how far it goes. Maybe a few people will be interested in responding. So anyway, see you later, YouTube.